So guys, what's going on? Wei Ko and Nicolas Rudes, boss of Franck Muller, watch nerd, here with Patrice Coustan, who is the head of tourbillons at Franck Muller, and we're going to talk about one of my favorite watches that they've launched, the Central Tourbillon, or the Grand Central Tourbillon. And sir, je vous donne ça. Expliquez-nous, qu'est-ce que c'est l'inspiration de ces montres magnifiques?
Alors, ce que nous voulions déjà, c'était faire une montre exceptionnelle, vraiment qui soit très expressive. Et le tourbillon, pour moi, il est fait pour être au centre, car il est vraiment à sa meilleure place. Et là, l'intérêt, c'était de pouvoir indiquer l'heure en périphérie, ce qui donnait une complication supplémentaire, car généralement, les montres, les aiguilles partent du centre du cadran.
Tout à fait.
Donc là, il fallait imaginer un système complexe pour faire tourner ces aiguilles en périphérie. Donc de là, on est parti sur une idée d'utiliser des micro-roulements.
Ok, j'ai fait
Bien sûr.
je traduis. So I asked what the inspiration of the Grand Central Tourbillon was. He said he wanted to make something super elegant with a great visual dimension to it as well. So you have this beautiful form case, but he wanted to place the tourbillon just in the center of the watch, which of course is very beautiful to behold, but it creates one problem, which is how do you read the time, because the place where the hands normally are is in the center of the watch. So he said, well, let's research this, and he came up with the solution of placing the time indications on ball bearing races that are at the perimeter of the cage, so they actually look like they're part of the cage, or they're emerging from there. Continuez, s'il vous plaît.
Et donc la complexité chez Franck Muller, c'est qu'on a des boîtes curvex. Ce qui fait qu'à 3h et 9h, on n'a pas beaucoup de place pour insérer tous les éléments de complication.
Okay, this is important, but what's important is that Franck Muller has curvex cases, meaning they're shaped to follow the curve of the wrist. That means at 3 and 9 o'clock, you don't have a lot of space because, again, the whole thing is curved, right? So they had to come up with a solution to create something that was very space efficient, but at the same time really cool to look at. Continuez, s'il vous plaît.
Et ensuite, on voulait absolument faire un mouvement fait à la main avec une tradition au niveau des composants, au niveau de la décoration. Et on a intégré un micro-rotor automatique pour justement ne pas cacher toute la beauté du mouvement.
Right. So part of it also was that he wanted to create a movement for it that was really beautiful to behold, but he wanted the practicality of an automatic movement. So the only solution was to create a micro-rotor that in the end would not obscure the beauty of the movement.
Et voilà donc le produit fini.
And voilà, there
Bravo,
you have it.
Patrice.
Et qu'est-ce que vous pensez de ces montres,
C'est
Nicolas?
absolument magnifique, techniquement et design.
Fantastic. Wonderful combination of technique and design in one incredible high complication entity. Très bien fait.
Merci beaucoup.
Correct.
So, magnifique, merci beaucoup Patrice. Je peux demander aussi un peu sur le tourbillon Gravity.
Alors le Gravity, c'est différent car la cage est bien plus grande. Elle fait 20 mm de diamètre.
Wow.
Et ce qu'on voulait justement, c'est que la cage, qui est un élément mécanique de la cage, soit colorée. Voilà. Donc généralement dans les montres, c'est toujours la décoration qui est de couleur, le cadran, la carrure. Mais là, c'est des pièces mécaniques qui sont fonctionnelles, donc qui sont colorées. Et pour ça, on a choisi l'aluminium, qui était tout à fait prédisposé à pouvoir être coloré de toutes les teintes possibles.
Oui.
Voilà.
So here, Patrice wanted to make a watch that had some parts that had a maximum color for expressiveness, but he wanted to take mechanical parts that had a real function and give them color. So then he decided to choose aluminum, which could then be treated in different colors, right? Which now you see really expressive here. Mais je vous demandais, ce système de tourbillon, est-ce que c'est un carrousel ou c'est un tourbillon?
Alors ça, c'est un grand débat, car en horlogerie, le carrousel et le tourbillon, chacun a un peu son idée sur la chose. On peut appeler ça un carrousel, tout simplement parce que le balancier est excentré du centre.
Oui.
Voilà, donc il va tourner en périphérie du centre, ce qui donne plus d'animation, plus de mouvement.
Elliptique.
Elliptique, tout à fait. C'est ce qu'on voulait. On voulait donner plus de vie à la montre.
Oui.
Et le fait de décentrer le balancier, ça donne une animation supplémentaire.
So I asked him a cheeky question as to whether it was a carousel or a tourbillon, and Patrice correctly said, well, you know, there's something of a debate in this, but okay, let's just say it's a carousel because the balance wheel is not central to the tourbillon cage, it is offset, but it creates this very beautiful elliptical pattern as it rotates around, and it gives you this very lively, beautiful visual dimension, like the balance is almost dancing around the perimeter. Incidentally, it's a massive tourbillon cage, it's 20 mm in diameter, right, in order to sort of contain all this sort of mechanics that's going on in there. So let's go from there, et très bien fait, magnifique montre.
And at this stage, I have to say, Wei, not only you're a great watch specialist, but you're a great translator as well.
Oh, thank you very much. I've been working on my French skills, as I'm now
Genevan.
Semi-Genevois, right? Exactly. And you got to come over to the apartment sometime.
A pleasure.
It'd be a great pleasure. So let's go from there to two watches that I absolutely love. And one is the Grand Tourbillon, which is the largest tourbillon with the largest cage in modern watchmaking. So, Nicholas, tell us a little bit about that watch.
Well, first of all, I'd like to start by reminding everyone that Franck was the first to put the tourbillon in the front of a wristwatch, because before it was always at the back of a wristwatch or at the front of a pocket watch. And here the objective was to create the world's largest tourbillon because for aestheticism reasons, just to make it beautiful.
Amazing.
And that means the diameter of the tourbillon cage is 20 millimeter wide,
Wow.
which makes it double the normal size. And because of that, we had to give it so much more energy. And you have 4 barrels. If you wind it up now, you will see the barrels turning, and that's a beautiful sight in itself. Can you see them move?
Yeah.
So here you see the 4 barrels, so
Yes.
2 pairs of 2 winding up.
Yes.
And not only it has all that much energy, but to make it more beautiful, we mounted the movement upside down.
Wow.
So instead of having the hour hand at the bottom,
Right.
it's on top.
Fantastic. Absolutely stunning watch. I've always loved this. And so, guys, and this is a development by
Pierre-Michel Gollet,
correct,
absolutely.
who's now retired, yes?
He retired at the grand age of 78, correct.
Fantastic. But this is honestly one of the greatest achievements that I've ever seen in terms of tourbillons. And don't forget, he's also the guy that created the Grand Central back when he was over in Canada.
It's a masterpiece, and any watch collector should have the largest tourbillon in his collection.
Yes, but I would also say he must have also the fastest
I
tourbillon
agree.
in the world.
I agree.
And I love this watch. This watch is the Franck Muller Thunderbolt tourbillon.
Absolutely. So that was the evolution of the largest tourbillon, because we have the same engine, we have the capacity of giving that much more energy to the watch. In the Thunderbolt, we are able to keep a normal size tourbillon, so 10 millimeter, but we send it at an amazing speed of 1 rotation every 5 seconds.
Incredible.
Being 12 times faster than a normal tourbillon.
Okay, guys, this watch is incredible, and this is the reason why I love it so much, right? In most tourbillons, you basically have a fixed 4th wheel, and the escapement wheel rotates around the fixed 4th wheel. But in this watch, you have a fixed escapement wheel, and the escapement just rockets around the fixed escapement wheel, and that's why this watch is so mind-blowingly cool to me. This is, to me, one of the, if not the greatest achievements in modern tourbillons, and any contemporary watch lover needs to have one of these in his collection. It's absolutely mind-blowingly cool, and this is the reason why I feel Franck Muller makes the dopest tourbillons in the modern watch industry.
Beautifully said. Thank you,
sir.
Wei. Thank you very much.
Merci beaucoup, Patrice. Très bien fait. Excellent. Cheers, guys.